Alright, so today we have the a review of the Cat 325 CL in Kokosing colors made by NZG. Um, these models I think were made sometime in the 1990s, and you can still find the 325 BL, and there's a few 325Ls floating around, and they're for reasonable prices. But if you want a CL, I mean, you can find them floating around, but they're really expensive. And most of the ones I've seen are all have the libraries on them, and they go for $300+. So I bought mine used. I mean, there's a few paint chips, but doesn't bother me. And so let's just get into the review. So first off, we have the cab. It's got the darker glass. It's got the darker glass on it. It obviously is in Kokosing orange, and that's kind of really about it. I mean, there's a nice a hinge right here for the door. There's two of them in the casting, but there is no handle. And over here, there's I'm not quite sure. I think this is to stop the door when it comes back. And then coming over to here, we have some nice etching in the casting. It's fairly nice. And then coming down here, you have your cat logo, and it's a red stripe. And then here's the your 325 CL logo, and then that's it for basically the side. Undercarriage, I mean, it's got rubber tracks, and I mean, it's not spring loaded or anything, but you have to remember that the model was made in the 90s, so I mean, the technology that we have today obviously is a lot better than what they had back then. Coming around up on top, you got your engine cover. You got some lifting eyes, but fortunately they're not drilled out, which I don't really mind. You have some places that like you could assume that there would have been diamond plating, but there's just little places cut out. You have some more etching right here. You have an exhaust, some more etching on your engine cover, and that's about it for the top. I'll bring you guys out for a minute. Come to the back side of the machine, and really just your typical counterweight for these the CL version models. Just all the way around, you got some nice lights that are painted on. They're decals, and then you obviously have your cat logo. Coming over to this side of the machine, you have your cat logo, and I think this is your either fuel or hydraulic tank. You got a nice little cap, and you do have a metal handrail right here. Yeah, it's a metal handrail. It's very nice. It's not too big, but it's also not too small, and it looks good on this model. Coming to the front of the machine where the cab is. Obviously, you got a step right here to get on top of the car body. But on these older NZG models, the booms are hollowed out, so you can see the inside of the boom. And here's the front of the cab. I don't think you can really see in front of the cab, into the cab, but there's a nice seat, and there's some levers, and I'm pretty sure it's modeled all there. It's just hard to see. And then you have two working lights, but they don't have a silver surface, but that's totally fine. And then bringing it out to show you the functionality of the model. I mean, it extends that far. The bucket goes out that far. The bucket can come in fairly far. And then the stick comes in where it's touching, bringing it out. It goes up about that high on the model, and then it'll come down fairly low. It'll come down about that low. Is how far I can get mine to come, which, I mean, it's fairly nice for this model. I mean, when I got the model, I didn't expect the cylinders to be so stiff on the model. I mean, considering how old it is and it was used, it's fairly nice. Coming to the back of the boom, you have some cast hydraulic lines on the back of the boom, but there are no flexible rubber hoses that run to any of the hydraulics. But like again, it's an older model, so I don't really mind. And then you have a Caterpillar logo on the back of your cab. And I'm coming around to the bucket. You got, I don't know if you can see that, you got some nice some wire plating on the back, and then you got nice 5 teeth, and you have a nice cutting edge on your bucket. And it's really about it for the model. I'm going to try and plan on getting, I'm going to try to get the 325 BL to go with it. But I think first I want to get the D250E in Kokosing to go with the Kokosing 325. I'd recommend this model to anyone. If you can find it, pick it up. If it's for a reasonable price, I wouldn't go too crazy. I wouldn't spend like $350 on it. That's just kind of ridiculous. But yes, they're hard to find. But if you wait long enough, I waited a year or two. I've always wanted this model, and just happened to stumble upon a price that I liked. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to us here on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook at Outback Customs and Models, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully see you next time. And the next review, someone already requested it, so that'll be up sometime next week, I'm thinking. But other than that, links will be down in the description. Like us on Facebook, and thank you for watching.